I hope I am audible to everyone. And if you are new to my channel, then subscribe it. Okay, I will solve a problem which name is longest consecutive subsequence. Okay, longest consecutive sequence. And in this given question, we have given a nums array, and we have to find longest consecutive element sequence. Like in this given array, the longest consecutive element sequence is 1 2 3 4, and we have to return their length, not their original value. We just return their length. Like in this problem, we have to return their longest consecutive element is total number of longest consecutive element is 9, and here we return 9. Okay, let's discuss this solution, because question is not much difficult to understand. I hope you are easily understand this question. Okay, now uh, jump to the solution part, or and approach how to approach this question. And okay, just in this given question, like they are given a array and vector, and in this question we have to find the maximum consecutive element. Like if you find the one, then we check here 1 plus 1, I mean the next of 1 is 2, then 2 is also present, and next of 2 is 3, and 3 is also present in the vector, and next of 3 is 4, it is also present in the given array. That's why we also increment the count. Like starting the count is 0, but if we finding any number like 1, then increment the count like 1. Then if we got their next value, like 1 plus 2 is present in the given vector, then we increment the count. And also there have 2, the 3 is next element of 2, then we also increment the count value up to 3, and 4 is the next greater element of of 3. That's when we have to also increment the count up to 4. And also we store this result into the maximum global variable. Like let's this maximum global variable take name is max, and we store the maximum value of count here. Okay, so first approach we can apply here. uh, just the method one is based on the sorting. Like in the method one, we sort the array, and after that, like after the sorting, the array will be look like this: 1 2 3 4, and 100 and 200. All right. And after sorting, if we observe that the consecutive element of any number will be at the regular position, like consecutive position. Like if there is a consecutive element of 1 is present, then it is a next element of next index of after the first. And if the next element of 2 is present and next consecutive element of 2 is present, then it's after the next element of 2, I mean next element of this index. Like if if we check that 3 has any next consecutive element or not, then we have to just check 3 plus 1 is equal to their next element. Like I'm also writing the indexes here: 1 2 3 4 5. And in this way we have to calculate whether their consecutive element of like 3 at the I is equal to 2. We check I is equal to 2 plus 1 is equal to a I plus 1. If this is true, that's mean like 3 has their consecutive element, and the value of a2 is 2 plus 1, sorry 3 plus 1, and a I here I is equal to is 2, then I plus 1 is equal to 3, and the a3 value will be 4. and both value, if you observe here, both value will be equal. Okay, that's mean 3 has a consecutive element. Then how can find the longest consecutive elements in this key present array? Then we in the simple approach, in this approach, we we take a count variable, like, and initialize with 1. Okay, and at the I is equal to 0, and we have to just and we increment, sorry, the starting, the I will be equal to sorry 1. Okay, uh, I is equal to here, and we check uh, if their next element is present or not, like for the, sorry, for let's then we check for the I is equal to 0. Then we check that if I plus, like, 1 plus 1 is uh, present into the next index or not, and here it is, like 1 plus 1 is 2 and it is present on the next index of 1. Okay, then increment the count here. Okay, and also take a global max variable to store the maximum value, and for the, and if we increment the I value, then we add the 2, and we check also 2 for 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, and 3 is present in the next index, then also increment the count is 3. And here also similarly we also updated the value of max, because initially their value will be 0 and either 1, and up to the this I is equal to their value becomes will be equal to 3. Okay, and for we check similar check for the 3, and 3 has the next element is 4, and also we know that 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Then also increment the count here is 4. Okay, and also update the max, because 4 is greater than 3. And for the uh, I is equal to 3 element, we check whether the 4 plus 1 is equal to 100 or not, but it is not. That's why we have to just reschedule our re- reset the count is equal to 1. Okay, and and also store the max variable, max count into the max, and just return the max here. Okay, but it's take n log n complexity. Interviewer may be asked, can you optimize your approach? Okay, and the next approach is, which is optimal solution for the uh, given question. I will discuss, just be patient. And in this problem, like, we use extra space, like in the method 2 we use extra space, like a set. Okay, we take a set to store the element, and like in the set we have to previously store the all element into the set, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, and 200. Okay, and check for the every element, like starting from the, and also I'm writing down their indexes too, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and we have to just traverse the array with I is equal to 1. Okay, and let's check here, a I value will be 4. Okay, and in the every step we check whether 4 minus 1 is present or not. If this is present into the set, like 4 minus 1 is 3, and 3 is 3 is present in the set, that's mean our consecutive sequence will be not a start from the 4. Okay, and we have to then start it, because this is our not count for the uh, because 4 has already there a previous element like 3 and 4. Then the static element of consecutive sequence is not be 4, they might be a 3, and also there are lower value like 2 and 1. Okay, and we check for the similar condition for the all indexes, and after that, like, if there is a no previous element is present into the set, like we check for the 100, like if we check for the 100, then the 100 minus 1 is equal to 90, and 90 is not present in the given set. That's mean there is no previous element of 100 is present into the given array. That's mean we start from the consecutive element, start from the 100, and this is a 100, and from the 100 we check there ones, because the consecutive element is the next element, plus if you add the 1 any number, then it is a consecutive next greater number. Like if you add the 1 in the 100, then it may be 101, and we check that it is present in the given set or not, but it is not present in the given set. That's mean the 100 is uh, uh, only one consecutive element. For- and we store the length of the consecutive element, and here the length of consecutive element is 1. Okay, we increment the count, and for check for the 4, and 4 has their uh, and we earlier discussed the 4 minus 1 3 is present in the set. That's mean the 4 is not a starting consecutive element, then we skip it. Okay, and we have to increment the count here, and at the 200 we also check for the 200 like this way. uh, Either because 200, and we check either 199 is present or not, but in this given set 199 is not present in the set. Okay, that's mean the starting the like in the mix consecutive array and make some consecutive element, the a starting of maybe it is maybe the starting of make some consecutive array, then we consider it, and we check for the their next element, like 201 is present or not, but the 201 is not present in the set. Okay, then we here the maximum element of consecutive element is 1, and in the max 1 is already present, then we don't need to update the value of max. Okay, and let's increment the count here, and we check for the another value, uh, increment the count and check for the 1. Okay, and value of 1, and then we check for the 1 minus, sorry, 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. 0 is present in the set or not, but it is not present in the set, and that's when we increment the count of we check for the this is a element, we can start from their consecutive element, and check for the 1 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 is like present in the 2 is here, and it is present in the set. That's mean we include the answer and increment the count here is equal to 2, and for the 2, when we also 2 plus 1 here 3, and we check 3 is present in the given set or not, and it is present in the given set, then we increment the count is 3, and parallelly we update the value of max also, but after the checking of any indexes, like, and 3 plus 1 is present or not, then 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 is present in the set. That's when also increment the count, and now count value will be 4, and another check 4 plus 1 is equal to 5, and 5 is present or not, but 5 is not present here, then we reset the count is 1, and out before the count reset of counting, we store the maximum value of count into the max, because already a store max value will be 1, but now now count value will be 4, which is greater than max value, then we update the value of count here, max here, sorry, then max value will be at the for the I is equal to 3, the max value will be 4, value will be 4. Okay, we also check for the next indexes, like here the if we increment the count here, increment the I value, then I is equal to 4 and I is equal to 4, element will be 3. And if we check 3 minus 1 is present or not in the set or not, but 3 is minus 1 is equal to 2 and 2 is already present in the set, then we skip it. Okay, and then after that we we have to jump to the I is equal to 5, and at the I is equal to 5, which the value of I is equal to 5 is 2, and we check 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 is present, and 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, and we check 1 is present in the into the set or not, but 1 is present into the set, then we skip it, skip this step. And after that overall iteration the max value will be 4, which is the longest consecutive sequence. And if you write their sequence, the sequence is 4 1 3 2, and this is with a length 4. Okay, I hope you are clear. And also I am just talking about the time complexity. What is the time complexity here? And the time complexity here is big of n, because in the given array we traverse only once, and the tc will be equal to big of n. And what is a space complexity? A space complexity, we also take a set here and store the all element of given length of array into the set. That's mean a space complexity will be also big of n. I hope you are understood this problem, and if you are understood this problem, please like this video and share my video, and also subscribe my channel for the this type of more useful video. And let's jump to the code. The code is not much lengthy, like this is a simple code. Like in the starting we take a n variable which store the size of given array, and if their value will be equal to 0, like there is a no element in the array, then we return 0, because if the array will be empty, then there is a no longest consecutive sequence. Okay, and we take a on our ordered set, and in the unordered set we store all the element into the set. Okay, and also we start this variable will take to store the result of the uh, this particular question. Okay, and we traverse all the array. And if this is this condition will be most important here, because if their element of for the I is equal to nums I, and nums I minus 1 is not present in the set, then we have to operate the operation. Like if their nums minus 1, nums I minus 1 is not present in the given set, that it's simples mean we if their nums I minus 1 is not present in the set, then we have to they might be chance to we have to their uh, consecutive longest consecutive sequence will be a start from the that particular index I mean nums I, then we have to consider it. And also after that we take a current variable to like increment the count in every iteration. Like if we got the next consecutive element, then we increment the count here, current here, and at that time we also update their our result, because the like here a current will look like a count. If increment the count here, uh, then we after that finally we store the maximum value in the result, and after that we just return the result here. Okay, yeah, this is a I think this question will be a most frequent question asked in the interview also. Okay, thanks for watching, and please do subscribe my channel if you are new in the my YouTube channel, because I am uploading you know, important question in the alternate day. Okay, thanks for watching.